Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel again. This is Cloud Institution, the best cloud training providers in Bangalore. Okay, today we are going to see one of the AWS interesting topic, that is attaching a multiple network interface to AWS EC2 instance. Okay, so first of all, we are going to see what is network interface. Okay, so what is network interface? So we call it as a NIC, right? So NIC is a virtual network interface card. Okay, so NIC card, that ENI, so it's an ENI functionality. Okay, elastic network interface. As a virtual NIC provides a connectivity to interfaces within a virtual private cloud, okay, within VPC. Okay, so if you know VPC, and the VPC, whenever you're creating instances, by default it will provide you one private IP. Okay, and if you notice that it must have been creating one network interface card along with that. Okay, without that the instance will not be created. So each and every instances whatever you create, you must be having a one network interface card and then one private IP addresses that is attached to it. Okay, so the network interface card, it allows the interest instances to send and receive the network traffic, enabling communication between resources. Okay, so any networking, any communications is happening between your instances, will be happening through the network interface card. Okay, so today we are going to see that how this network interface card will be attached, and we're going to see how multiple interface card will be attached to the your instances. Okay, so let's see the demo. So now we are in a AWS console. Okay, so now we don't have any instances. So let's go back and see under networking, under networking security, you can see the network interfaces. Okay, I don't see any network interfaces attached to it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to launch instance. Okay, I'm going to launch instance. So the launch instance is cloud institution F1 NIC demo is the is the instance name. I'm going to create Amazon Linux. Okay, so I'm just leaving rest everything as a default because I'm going to create a keypad name as a cloud institution key, and then network security. I'm allowing SSH traffic because I'm going to connect to this instance. So I'm just launching an instance now. Okay, so instance is getting launched. Let's go back to this instance. Okay, so now if you observe that the instance, so the network interface, let's go back network security, network interfaces. You must have seen that there is one network interface ENI is created, network interface. Okay, that has been attached to the instance. Okay, the instance ID is this one. Okay, so it is having the public IP of address of this one and then primary address of this one. Okay, so now how do you check this network interface in your machine? So if you wanted to check this network interface in your machine, what you have to do is that you have to go to this machine again. Okay, running instances should be one. So click on here and then click on connect. We're going to connect it using the EC2 instance connect. Then let's give in connect. Okay, this is amazing. So it is just getting connected, right? So as soon as this is getting connected, we're going to see the different network interface available. So as you can see here, the EC2 user. So if you can give ifconfig. Okay, so you can see the two network, types, so network interfaces, right? So one is local network, so loopback. Okay, so this is the default one which will be created as part of the Linux. So whenever you're creating the new network interface, see this one, the network interface name ENX0, okay, which is having the IP address of this one 172.31.18.233. Okay, so you can see all this broadcast and all these things will be available here. Now we can see, so this is the ENI, okay, which will be having the private IP address of this NIC, which will be 172.31.18.239. Okay, so it will be falling under the range. See, 172.31.18.239 is the IP addresses which has been assigned to it. So now what are we going to do is that we are going to create a new network interface and we are going to attach to it. Now let's see how to create a new network interface. Click on create network interface. Okay, so the description of description of this network interface is that my NIC interface. Okay, the subnet. So we have to create a subnet. The subnet exactly where the network, the instance is created. Okay, now let's go back and see this subnet. Okay, let's search for the subnet here. Okay, the subnet ID is this one. Okay, I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to paste it over here. So it's going to give me the exact subnet ID. It's US1A, the subnet which I'm going to be creating it here. Okay, so security group. So I'm going to create a auto assign because private IP address also auto assign. Okay, so elastic fabric adapter, we don't need it. Okay, so let's keep it default. Now I'm going to attach the same security group. Okay, the security group, if you want to see the security group, let's go back to security group, and the launch wizard 14 is the security group which I'll be having. So you can click on here. Okay, so here the launch wizard 14 is the latest security group which has been assigned to the particular network interface, right? Like so. Now create a network interface. Okay, so now create a network interface, right? Now I'm going to attach this network interface to my instances. Now I refresh it. I'm clicking on here. I'm coming back over here. I'm clicking on action. Okay, click on attach over here. Okay, choose VPC. I have only one VPC and then instance. The instance ID is going to be cloud institution NIC demo. All right. So ENA Express is the separate feature. Instance does not support for ENA Express. ENA Express is the separate advanced feature. Now, as you can see here, if you can go back to here, we have only two network interfaces. One is loopback, okay, which is was specific for your local network itself, and this one is for a external NIC interface. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do attach here. Attach. Okay, the status is going to be in use. Okay, now let's refresh it. So it may take a fraction of a second, but most of the times it should be there yet. So now we have, previously it was 2. Now we'll go and do ifconfig. Now see, we have a 3 network interfaces. Okay, so one is loopback, another one is ENX1, and another one is ENX0. So I think ENX0 was previously, ENX1 was attached just now. So the IP address whatever is got is 208. So okay, let's go back. Okay, this is the 208, right? So now we don't have a public IP address attached to this one. Okay, because this network interface, it does not have any kind of a public IP addresses. That is the reason why it doesn't have anything. Okay, but you cannot see. So as per this one, so you cannot see any kind of a public IP address over here. Okay, so we have already seen in the previous videos that how to check the public IP address of the EC2 instance through the console. Okay, so if you haven't watched, please go and check that video. Okay, so this is how you'll be able to connect the multiple network interfaces. So now if you can tell me like what is the purpose of attaching multiple network interfaces. So if you're running Apache with the multiple IP based the IP based website hosting, right? IP based virtual hosting, then this particular feature is going to be very helpful for you. Okay, likewise we can allow and we can block any kind of a different network through this network interfaces. Okay, so this is the short demo of attaching multiple network interfaces in AWS EC2 instances. Okay, so hope this was really helpful for you. Okay, so in this next videos we're going to see some advanced topics on network interfaces. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, please reach out to us on this number. And if you want to enroll for any courses, please go to this website, cloudinstitution.com, and enroll for the courses. Okay. Thank you so much and see you again in the next video.